The story of Noon is not just about e-commerce, it's about ambition at scale. A company that started in the heart of the Middle East and quickly rose to become a billion-dollar powerhouse. But what really went into building Noon, and how did it grow so fast in a region already dominated by global giants? To understand Noon's rise, you first need to know the man behind it, Mohammed Al-Abar, a name that already carried weight across the Gulf. He's the same person behind Emaar Properties, the company that built the Burj Khalifa. But in 2016, Al-Abar had a different vision. He saw that the Middle East was spending billions online, yet most of that money was going to international platforms like Amazon. He wanted to change that. That's how Noon was born. Backed by a staggering $1 billion in initial funding, Noon wasn't just a startup. It launched like a rocket. Half of that investment came from Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, while the other half was driven by private investors led by Al-Abar. This level of capital on day one, that's almost unheard of. But the idea wasn't just to create an online store. It was to build an entire digital ecosystem, tailored specifically for the Arab world. Noon wasn't trying to be a copy of Amazon or Alibaba. It wanted to build something different, something local. From the beginning, Noon focused heavily on logistics and infrastructure. Instead of relying on third-party warehouses and delivery services, they invested in their own fulfillment centers, tech platforms, and last-mile delivery fleet. That meant faster deliveries, better control over the customer experience, and fewer headaches. But it wasn't smooth sailing from the start. When Noon first launched in 2017, there were delays. Expectations were sky high, and competing against the newly entered Amazon, who had just acquired Souq.com, was no small task. Noon was stepping into the ring with one of the most powerful companies on the planet. Many thought they wouldn't last, but they didn't back down. Instead of going head-to-head in every market, Noon played it smart. They focused first on the UAE and Saudi Arabia, the two biggest e-commerce markets in the region. These were places where consumers were hungry for faster service, better prices, and a more local approach. And Noon listened. They onboarded thousands of local sellers, offered Arabic language support, and ran promotions that felt relevant. From fashion to electronics, groceries to beauty products, Noon was positioning itself not just as a store, but as a lifestyle platform. And people started to notice. Another key moment in Noon's journey was their move into quick commerce and grocery delivery. While other platforms were still focused on electronics or fashion, Noon launched Noon Daily, a next-day grocery delivery service in major cities. Then came Noon Minutes, a 15-minute delivery promise. That kind of speed isn't just about convenience. It builds customer habits. Once people realize they can get their essentials in under 20 minutes, they come back again and again. And Noon kept evolving. They didn't just stick to one app or platform. Over time, they expanded into fintech with Noon Pay, dabbled in cloud kitchens with Noon Food, and even set up their own logistics company, Noon Express. Each part of this ecosystem fed into the other, reducing dependency on outside vendors and increasing control over margins. Behind all this growth was data. Noon heavily leveraged customer data to personalize offerings, optimize inventory, and streamline operations. They weren't just selling things, they were learning what customers wanted, how often they ordered, and how to serve them better. Of course, none of this growth came without challenges. Managing such a massive operation in a region with complex regulations, customs hurdles, and diverse consumer habits isn't easy, but Noon was relentless. They adapted quickly, hired talent from global tech companies, and constantly reinvested in the platform. What also helped Noon gain ground was the growing appetite for online shopping in the region. Smartphone penetration in the Middle East is among the highest in the world. People are digitally connected, active on social media, and increasingly open to shopping online. Noon simply gave them a reason to stay local. Today, Noon isn't just an e-commerce platform. It's a tech ecosystem that's setting the standard for the digital economy in the region. From fashion sales to instant groceries, digital payments to cloud logistics, it's touching every part of the online experience. It's easy to think that a billion-dollar company has it all figured out from day one. But what Noon shows is that vision, speed, and local insight can sometimes beat even the biggest names in the game. They didn't just replicate a global model, they redefined it for the Middle East.